Alright, guys, yes, it's me, the mouth of the south of London. It's Delzinski, and today I want to talk about Sting because I just got done watching that segment after Raw on the WWE network, and I don't really know what to think anymore because that segment almost made me think that the WWE have said, we have nothing for you now. And, we'll give you a call. And will he ever get that call? Because Sting seemed pretty emotional during that speech. He kept looking at Renee Young, almost to say, I don't know. I don't know what you guys have got in store for me. And, the crowd as well were chanting Undertaker. And, he was asked the question, where does Sting go from here? And he just kept saying, I don't know. And that kind of worries me because let's think about this for a second. Yes, he lost to Triple H at WrestleMania 31. Yes, he did. He lost by sledgehammer. He got hit in the face with a sledgehammer. Then he got up. I still don't understand the handshake. I don't understand what that handshake was for because I know if someone hit me with a sledgehammer and beat me like that, I very much doubt I would shake their hand after the match. If he'd hit me with a pedigree, beat me fair and square, then I probably would think of showing a bit of respect and shaking his hand. But Triple H did not do that. Now, okay, they shook hands, but Sting came here for a reason, and I think that many people are forgetting, and maybe even the WWE have forgotten. Sting came to the WWE not to fight for WCW. He said it in his interview, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. He said, this is not about WCW. That would be stupid for him to still be fighting for a company that disappeared 14 years ago. He came here to dethrone the king. He came here to topple the king. Just because he didn't do that at WrestleMania doesn't mean that he still cannot topple the king. He can topple him at SummerSlam. He can topple him at Extreme Rules, which is coming up. You know what I mean? You see what I'm getting at? It feels a little bit like that the storyline that was originally developed for Sting to move forward has now come to a grinding halt. And I think that Sting summed it up where he said, if WWE offers me anything, I will grab it. And I think that's pretty much saying from Sting's point of view, he loved WrestleMania. He loved the fans' reaction. He loved the energy, the crowd. It felt like home to him. He said he felt very comfortable, very relaxed. And, he'd love to do it again. Now, if you've got Sting saying that, WWE, do the right thing and take him on and make sure you continue the storyline with Triple H. Make sure that Sting gets his revenge on Triple H. Give him a match. I would love to see a second match between these two. I think that there's unfinished business. We didn't get a clean finish. He hit him with a sledgehammer and beat him like that. That's a cheated victory in my book. Yes, it was no DQ, but, beating him with the pedigree would have been a better option. In this instance, if I was Sting, I'd be saying, well, you beat me, but it took you using a sledgehammer to get the job done. You're the game. You're the king of kings. Why would you need a sledgehammer if you're that damn good? Now, the crowd said it. I mentioned it earlier. The crowd were chanting Undertaker. They brought out Bo Dallas. Is that a hint to Dallas Cowboy Stadium? Is that a hint? He's going to be at WrestleMania 32? I'm like Sting. I don't know. But I think it would be a crying shame to let Sting go out on a loss at WrestleMania on the grandest stage of them all. I think they deserve to give Sting. I think Sting deserves to be given that victory at WrestleMania. And I think that he should continue to go to WrestleMania 32. I even think as well that, watching his in-ring performance at WrestleMania 31, I think he could go a couple of times this year. He could go at SummerSlam, and then he could move to WrestleMania. The crowd wants it. The fans want it. The WWE Universe wants to see Sting versus Taker. The only issue I have, because it's a very difficult negotiation to work out, you're going to have Sting wanting to have his first victory. I cannot believe that Sting would let WWE tell him he's going to lose 2 in a row. And then you've got The Undertaker. He's got that one loss. That should always stay as one. He was conquered by Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar has been unstoppable ever since. He lost the belt, Brock Lesnar, but he didn't lose it by being pinned. He was kind of screwed by Roman Reigns being pinned. The Beast went on a rampage, and he's still going now. And that all came from toppling The Undertaker's streak. So to ask then Taker to get a second loss at WrestleMania kind of devalues the streak completely. So it just doesn't have that ring to it. That one is always that special one that managed to do it, that beast that conquered it. So the negotiation between Sting and The Undertaker to make that match happen, I just find it so interesting, but it would be the perfect scenario as a retirement match for the pair of them to finally say, this is the end in Texas for both of our careers, both go in the Hall of Fame, and have that one more epic match. The reason why I wanted to make this video was because I watched that segment. I've watched it a couple of times now, and it just looks from Sting's expressions, his emotions, he might be just selling the story, but I've got to say, what story is there at the moment? It doesn't feel like that the WWE are offering any direction. It kind of worries me. We've waited a long time for Sting to come to the WWE. And yeah, I get why Triple H went over at WrestleMania in terms of when you play the idea that it's WCW versus WWE, but that was not your original concept. Your concept was the Vigilante had come in to topple the authority. And somewhere along the line, that's been forgotten. And that storyline could easily continue after WrestleMania. But having Sting on the network, not on the main show, and having Sting, looking a little bit like he just didn't know what to say, he's put in a predicament, he doesn't know his situation at the moment, only WWE can dictate that. It just makes me worried. It just makes me think, what are you going to do? I hope that is not the last time we ever see Sting lace his boots in a WWE ring. I think he deserves better than that. And I think we've waited such a long time that we want to see him get better than that. That match at WrestleMania was great. That match at WrestleMania was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I still think he's got unfinished business. And I think that he should get that opportunity to redeem himself against the game Triple H and then move on to WrestleMania 32. Whether it be The Undertaker, I'm like Sting, I don't know. But something's got to give. Guys, let me know via the comments box below. It's something I've been thinking about today. I watched the segment again on the WWE Network. And I just can't work out what the deal is at the moment. What's going on? Was it one and done? It doesn't feel like Sting wanted it to be one and done. Let me know, guys. Get involved on this topic. What's going to happen? What would be your ideal scenario for the Vigilante, the icon, the franchise that is Sting? If you took WCW out of the picture, I'm pretty sure that Sting would have got a victory at WrestleMania. Get involved. Let me know your views. All that's left to be said is this is a very confused Delzinski, hoping that Sting gets one more shot. Signing out.
Hey, this is Olympic hero Kurt Angle, Olympic gold medalist, 14-time world heavyweight champion. And if you're a wrestling gamer, I want you to go to delzinski.com, DELZINSKI.com, because it's the best place for wrestling and gaming content.